Hello, wealthy family, and welcome to today's Mindset Monday. Thank you so much for coming and sharing some time with me. I love and appreciate you all. I am Chanel, Ascending Infinite Goddess, your favorite angel oracle. And today I wanted to talk to you all about loneliness. Um, Loneliness is something that I felt all my life. All my life. My mother and father have four children together. I'm the youngest of those four. My in between, my father had two other children, and then after me, there's three other children. I have tons of cousins. Right, my grandmother had 10 children, I believe, 10 or 12, one of them. I don't know. Huge family. I was raised as a Jehovah's Witness, so very close knit in the Kingdom Hall community. I always had people around me. Okay, always had people around me. Yet I felt so lonely. I felt extremely lonely because no one could get me. No one comprehended what it is that I was trying to say, what it is I was trying to do, what it is that I felt, what it is that I believe. Like no one got it. Even in school, I was book smart, right? I was in the gifted programs, right, which you would call alpha or whatever. I was one of the top students, barely had to do work, barely had to study, and still aced everything, right? That's not me bragging. I'm just saying I was, really revered, and yet no one quite got me. No one quite understood me. I was always awkward. I always kind of stood out. I always had um different views or perspectives of things. Things were always evolving and changing around me. Okay. I say that to say this. This past weekend, I went and visited my sister cousin. She's my cousin, but I feel she's my sister. Like I love her so much. Um, Went down, hung out with her. You know, we we support each other in our own capacity, even though our belief systems are different. But we allow them to be what they are. But she helped me out a lot, right? There's a 6 year age difference, I believe, between she and I. But she helped me out so much with when I was feeling lonely when I started having my children, right? I had my first son when I was 17, a few days after my 17th birthday, my next daughter at 19, my next baby at 20, and now fast forward, here I am, 30, my 4 year old I had when I was 35. So I just am completely in line and in tune and knowing that you can, one, be a functional depressed person. Two, you can be lonely even when you're around a lot of people. Three, you can get out of it yourself. You do not need anyone to help you or assist you, right? I should say, like clinically, you don't need to have certain prescriptions, or you don't need to necessarily talk it out with anyone. You just need to be in tune with yourself. That's the marker. You have to be in tune with yourself. You have to know what it is that you need within yourself to not feel lonely. And I wanted to share some tips that I used, but I went to Spirit and I asked Spirit, asked my angels, what should I share with the collective regarding loneliness? And the most absolute beautiful card came out, and I'm going to share it with you all. I'm going to show you the card, but I'm still going to give you my tips. This is the card, and it says, Seek. The power of spirit exists in all things. Everything is made of energy, and every single thing in your physical world contains a fragment of spirit, including you. We are all one with spirit and will always be connected to one another. Now, I started realizing that there was more people who were like me than not. But it was once I started allowing myself to branch out, once I got out of the own constructs in prison and jail that I put myself in, I started realizing that. And I started going for walks, right? I used to walk a lot out of necessity because my license was suspended. And once I went to jail for that and it was the whole kerfuffle, I was like, forget that. I'm not driving again until I'm legal, right? So I used to walk a lot out of necessity, but then I started walking out of enjoyment. And on these walks, I would take notice of little things. I'd be like, look at how many blades of grass there are. Look at how many leaves. Look at how the birds chirp. None of them feel lonely. And I started realizing, I started talking to God, right? At first I would say Jehovah because that's what I was raised to believe what God's name was. But then I just started talking to God, talking to spirit and saying, give me signs, right? Let me know I'm on the right path, right? And it allowed me to evolve and recognize that I'm never alone, because as soon as I start talking and asking and being open to receive, boom, there's the answer. That doesn't come from someone who's alone. Now, that helps on the larger grand scale to know that spirit is always with you, just like this card says. Spirit is always with you, but sometimes you want something physical and tangible, in which case, ask for that. Ask for that. My husband is my best friend, and I know that's not the case for everybody, but my husband is my best friend. He's my one true friend. He loves me and accepts me unconditionally. Like, he, after my children, he's really shown you what unconditional love is. All right. Shout out to you, my Lord. Right. Unconditional love from anyone. It doesn't have to be a spouse, but ask spirit to give you that, because everyone has that. Right. But you have to, one, first be open and in tune with yourself. Two, be open to receive things from spirit. Three, be willing to ask and be a gracious receiver. Those are the best things to help combat loneliness, right? And then, of course, recognize that you're never lonely, because everything out here is energy. Everything out here is spirit. Everything out here is aligned. Everything out here is for you. The leaves, the birds, the insects, the trees, the everything. Do you know how many other people are walking around this world feeling lonely, who are like, I wish I had someone to talk to? You walk up to somebody, you start talking, you smile at them, sometimes you get an instant response. They're like, I've just been waiting. I've been waiting for someone. So stop limiting yourself. Stop keeping yourself in a box and putting yourself in a position where you can't really enjoy life or enjoy an elevated space because you're keeping yourself depressed. Okay? Do not let the whole stranger danger thing keep you from evolution. Okay? Allow yourself to evolve. Allow yourself. Sorry about that. Little one came in, knocked off my microphone, knocked the thing off. So I don't even know where it is, but I was wrapping up anyway. Don't let the fear and uncertainty of what the world puts out and project keep you from going out and experiencing what you really should experience. Because a lot of us feel lonely because we feel that our thoughts are weird or foreign, or it makes you a bad person, right? For a long time I really thought I was a bad person because the things that I was taught as a Jehovah Witness, I was like, I like a lot of those things, right? I like tattoos, I like music, I like the internet, I like people that don't like Jehovah, right? And it made me feel like a foreigner. It made me feel like an imposter, right? And my mom called it, and I kept trying to deny it, but she always used to tell me I'm living a double life, right? It's exhausting. Stop living a double life and stop putting yourself in self isolation. Go out and enjoy the world as it is. I'm not saying that everyone has to be your best friend. I'm not saying that everyone has to be all up in your business, but the only way we're going to get through this thing is together. Okay? We have to unite. We have to come together. So, that is that. That's all that I have for you today, wealthy family. I love you all. I'm grateful for you all. And until we connect again, stay alert, stay aware, and live in love. Peace.